All right, next story. Sean, when we were camping in Patagonia, do you remember the night of the mice?
I do remember the night of the mice.
Also the bobcat, or
The cougar?
yeah. So there was a couple things we went down to Patagonia, so Chile and Argentina, and we hiked a pretty famous hike in Patagonia known as the W. And so we took a ferry to the far end of the W, and we hiked back to like the beginning or the entrance of the park, essentially. We had all of our camping gear with us. We had tents with us, all of our food for 4 or 5 days. And it was awesome. It was an amazing memory.
Yeah.
My wife and I had bought snacks from Costco, flown them down, got them through customs all the way down to Patagonia because I wanted these snacks. And what were these snacks, you might ask? They were pretzel encased peanut butter bites. And I had them in my bag, and it made my entire bag smell like peanut butter. So every night, we were in a full-on war with mice. And my wife and our really good friend Janelle were hysterical fighting these mice. They were in all of our stuff. So we're fighting for our life. And Sean and Kevin, who have the entrance of their tent open, and Kevin's laying halfway out
because he's hot.
because he's so hot.
When they're like 20 minutes away from
Antarctica.
Yeah.
And I
The
have
South
like
Pole.
my sleeping bag pulled all the way up around my face. Just peephole
Yeah.
is it. Because I'm freezing.
So they're essentially not sleeping in a tent.
Yeah.
They don't have any problems with mice. But every mouse in Patagonia is like waging war on us. So my wife and our friend are like hitting mice off our tent all night.
They know what's good, dude. I'd kill a man for those peanut butter
Oh,
pretzels.
yeah. They're like, dude, Kirkland brand is down here? It's time
Kirkland's
to fight.
signature.
Stuart Little was like ready to go.
No, dude, that's Ratatouille.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, he knows the finer things.
So, yeah.
Anyway, so the worst happened was I also had brought, because I'm like that, I'm that guy, I'd brought sriracha packets to add to my ramen or rehydrated meal things.
Sriracha on everything.
But a mouse chewed through a sriracha packet and drank all the sriracha and then barfed it all on Janelle's backpack. I tried to hide it before she woke up because she was already like pretty mentally shook at that point, but I couldn't. And she saw it. She was like, "What is that?" And I was like, "Oh, sorry." Anyway, good memories, right?
Right.
Okay. So this other guy, he's camping, and same thing. It's down near Florida in the Florida Keys.
Mm-hmm.
He does a lot of camping. Like every weekend he's camping. So he has stories to do with large, giant snakes, alligators, scorpions that crawl in his shoes. He's survived it all. And none of it compares to this one night. So he went to one of his favorite places, pretty remote, and it's way out near a rock quarry. And this rock quarry fills up with water, and so he likes to swim in that rock quarry like during the day. So he sets up his tent and he's getting ready to, have a great day camping when a guy comes up to him, starts to talk to him. Now, near this rock quarry is a large dumping site. So there's old refrigerators, old washing machines, cars, things like that. Just over the years, people have dumped a ton of stuff
I
there.
thought this was remote.
Yeah, well, I guess Floridans be like that. He did mention that it looked like no one had dumped anything there for years. And so this guy's talking to him and said, "Hey, we're going to clean this out. So we're going to take most of the larger stuff away, and then we're going to burn whatever's rest." And he's like, "So you need to get out of here." So the kid camping packs up his stuff and moves several hundred yards up into the forest or the woods near him, sets his stuff up, has a fire, goes to sleep. And in the middle of the night, he hears a noise at his tent.
At his tent?
A light rustling on his tent. And then another one. And he opens his eyes and he's alert. And there's movement all around his tent. So he sits straight up, doesn't have a weapon. He has a pocket knife. and he looks around and he sees hundreds and hundreds of rats
Oh no, dude.
crawling up the strings of his tent, crawling on the roof of his tent, under the tarp, burrowing under his tent. And he quickly realizes that the burning in the dump site has displaced thousands of rats. And they are all coming directly at him. So he screams, jumps out of his tent, and lights a huge fire. And the rats seem to stay away. Doesn't sleep for the rest of the night. Next morning, looks around, doesn't see a rat. Spends all day there, sees no rats, and thinks, I'm good. And goes to sleep for the second night.
What an idiot, dude. Fool me once, fool me twice.
I'm not even gonna drag this out.
Yeah.
Second night is worse.
Oh,
There are more rats.
They bring their homies.
He said they brought their friends. It seemed like they had
Yeah.
multiplied. There was more of them.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
So he does the same nightmare, jumps out, makes a huge fire. They seem to like kind of stay away. Barely sleeps. This dude is dedicated. So for the third day, he packs his stuff up and thinks, I'm going to go somewhere else. So he goes to another camping spot. It's kind of far away, not too far away. It's another one of his favorite camping spots. He gets there. He's about to set up and he thinks, I'm just going to look around. Goes onto a dirt path near it, and there is an 11-foot alligator feet away from where he sleeps. And he thinks, all right, I think I'm done camping for the weekend.
Bro, nature is after you.
Well, I mean, Florida is the Australia of
I was
America.
literally just going to say Florida's the Australia of America.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
So he thinks, I'm done.
Everything's trying to kill you out there.
Goes home.
That was the right choice, my good sir.
Anyway, I had a couple more camping stories, but I'm going to cut it there because we are doing good on time. But I do want to finish with one thing.